the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
Was watching, you heard it right there. Dr. McKinney said you have to rinse your nose out. He hates that thing, and I'm like, it's so beneficial. It's amazing. All right, today the wind is up, and that's another reason that we're dealing with the allergy issue right here, right now, is because those south winds are picking up, especially in western Oklahoma. They're gusting 25 to 30 miles per hour. We have gusts in the metro 15 to about 20, and we could max out about 25 later today in central Oklahoma, mixing things up, stirring things up, but that also this time of year and with our current drought situation means high to extreme fire danger. It is illegal to burn in the counties highlighted here in red, Grant, Alfalfa counties being added to the list. And we still have, of course, Logan, Kingfisher, Blaine, Dewey, Harmon counties and Washington County as well. Did you need me to toss back to the desk? Okay, back to the desk. I know you guys have some breaking news to get to.
Yeah, we do. Breaking news right now. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol on the scene of a bad crash. This is near I-40 and Meridian.
News 9's Jim Gardner and Bob Mills, Sky News 9 over the scene. They zipped over there. Jim, what are you seeing? What's happening with this crash?
Well, this is a semi versus a dump truck. Now, it don't appear to be too bad. They already got the heavy wreckers in here, got both of them hooked up. Now, I-40 coming eastbound is down to one lane. So you can imagine at this time of day what it's doing with traffic. Traffic is backed up, man, I would say 2 or 3 miles right now with only one lane open. But with both of them hooked up to the wrecker, they should have this open in the next 15, 20 minutes. Jim Gardner reporting live from Bob Mills, Sky News 9. Back to you.
All right, they're working pretty quickly. I-40 eastbound right there. We'll get back to Jim if there's some updates. Lacey, we'll send it back over to you right now.
Okay, thanks so much for that update there in the traffic department. We still have the high fire danger. We were talking about that. And right now I've been looking on satellite imagery, not seeing any hot spots. But of course, I know fire crews across the state are geared up for today, tomorrow, and into Friday. And our storm trackers are ready to go as well. And if Jim needs to head to a fire, he will do so. High to extreme fire danger today. It's even worse in parts of the state on Friday. Right now, our Lucky Star Sky Cam network, it's 57 degrees. South winds are 5 to 10. Temps are in the 50s, the low 60s. We're warming up nicely. We'll see mid-upper 70s later today as that south wind increases. Could have some gusts 20 to 40 in western Oklahoma, and that would help spread a wildfire if one were to get started. Now, what's going on? Where are we headed? We need the rain. Well, here's what's going on. This storm is approaching from the west, this area of low pressure. What that's doing is ramping up our wind as it gets closer to us. Shoves a dry line into the panhandles tomorrow, and Friday shoves the dry line into the main body of the state. Now, we get very warm, very unstable, low-level winds favorable for rotating storms on Friday, but there is a cap or lid in the atmosphere that may really suppress storm development. Right now, it's an isolated storm chance, but again, if a storm develops, it will grow rapidly. We did turn a little cooler into the weekend, still 70s, some cool lows, and it looks fantastic with light winds into your Sunday. So tonight down into the 50s, tomorrow upper 70s, low 80s, still windy, and there's the dry line tomorrow, which I think will spark thunderstorms in the Oklahoma and Texas panhandle, and those could produce some hail and some damaging winds. So we'll monitor that. Then overnight into Friday morning may bring a few showers into Oklahoma City. That chance is very slim. The higher likelihood of rain would be ahead of this dry line Friday afternoon. Look how hot we get behind that dry line. 80s and 90s, extreme fire danger with humidity down to 5 to 10%, and there's only a 20% chance of a pop-up shower or storm. Now, if a storm were to form, this would be fuel or energy for those storms to use. We're talking moderate to even high in central and southern Oklahoma, and that's how quickly those storms could explode. But I think what happens is we have this capping inversion. So what's the cap? Well, on a typical day, it's warm at the surface, colder aloft, so storms can grow, warm air rises. What happens is when you get a cap at a few thousand feet up, there's a pretty warm layer. So as those storms try to grow, you'll see those clouds billow up and they just kind of come back down. They can't do a whole lot versus days that they just explode rapidly and grow violently. So for now, it is a low risk for severe weather. Then into your weekend, it's quiet 70s with a chance of thunderstorms off and on into next week. All right, that's your forecast. We're back with what caught my eye after this.